Welcome back, everyone. I want to take time in this tutorial to show you how to add a new page that will include an embedded calendar from your Google Calendar setup. Very useful on a site to help you, coordinate information and deliver a number of pieces to your community and to your students. So here I am on my sample Google site. What I want to do first is I'm going to add a new page. I often will add a new page called Calendar to be pretty clear about where they can find the information. I think it's easier to find. So I'm just going to go ahead and add this new page called Calendar. I'll leave it as a web page. I'll also leave it on the top level, meaning it will be equal with all of my other pages. It will not become a sub page underneath another page. I choose Create. Give it a second, and now you'll see I have a calendar page. On my calendar page, I don't have a reason to have add files or comments. So one thing I want to do here is I'm going to quickly come here to save. And when I do that, I'll get my More option. I'm going to go to the page settings for this particular web page. And I am going to uncheck Allow Comments and Allow Attachments. And I'm going to choose Save again, and we'll see that those go away, giving me a nice clean slate to embed my calendar. Now, I need to go into the edit mode. So on this page, I choose Edit Page. My editing toolbars and menu will come up, and I can come right here to Insert. Before I go to Insert and Calendar, I want to quickly show you what the calendar looks like and how to make it most useful in your implementation. Up here I have my calendar open. I'm going to come back over. You can see I've set up a calendar for myself with some events going on. I also have the blue holidays. Google set these holidays, the schedule, automatically for me. So I have those available. But what you have to make sure you do before you try to embed a calendar onto a public website is that you also need to make the calendar public. If you don't, the people who come to view your website won't see any of the events. You may see it because you're logged into your Google account, but viewers out there publicly on the web will not. I briefly want to show you how to do that. So over here, I'm going to drop down this little menu. I'm going to go to the calendar settings. And when I do that, it'll take me a little deeper. I want to go to share this calendar right here. You can see that I have the checkbox selected for make this calendar public. Very important if you want it to show up on all of your public calendars on your website that once you embed it. I'm going to save this, come back to my site. Okay, I'm going to put my cursor in the edit field, and now I'm going to come up again to Insert and Calendar. My options will come up. You can see that I'm currently selected on the Calendars tab, and I have 3 available for me right now. If you add multiple calendars, you can stack them on the same viewing screen. I'll actually show you how to do that with both my personal calendar and the US holidays. So first I'm going to go ahead and choose my own calendar. Check that off, and I'm going to select this. I get some options here to add the framework, where I guess the general length and width of the calendar embedded onto my site. I also have the general viewing. You can change it from month to week or whatever you choose. I like looking at the month layout, so I'm going to stay there. The time zone, by default, you're going to get what you chose. You can change that, but I usually just leave this the way it is so that I can, it can be viewed in its native state. Then you get some display options. You can do navigation buttons, and I usually leave most of this turned on. Sometimes I'll take off the title, but either way, none of these will hurt you. It's just personal preference. I want to point out the display another calendar feature right here, or this link. This is where you can stack multiple calendars on one calendar layout. It'll make more sense when we look at it here in a minute. But I'm going to choose display another calendar, and I'm going to choose US holidays. I'm going to choose select here, and now you'll see I have 2 calendars listed up top. I have some functionality where I can change the color of each of them. I'll leave them blue and red for now, but I can put multiple calendars to show up in this one space. Now that I have that selected, I'm going to choose Save. Similar to the tutorial on the YouTube videos that we looked at, the calendar gives me this grayed out block in the edit mode. I have some features. I often will align to center for my calendars. I think it looks nice. So I'm going to choose that. And I'm going to come up to save, and you will quickly see what that looks like. and there's our calendar. So you can see it gives me the opportunity to jump between, this will move me between the months. I can directly select days or dates here. I can choose the layout that I want, even though the default is month. And you can also notice that I have multiple calendars stacked. And what I mean by that, blue is my personal class schedule or my daily schedule, so students may know where I am and where they can find me. Red is the national or the US holidays, and they both are listed up here. And that is how you embed a Google Calendar onto a Google site. I hope that was helpful, and as always, reach out anytime for help.